What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. We are going to be doing our tip of the week. Now, I have not been consistent with this, much like my garden tours, and I'm sorry. I have no good excuse except I'm a mom and a wife and all the other things. We've actually been in full-blown get ready for school mode. We have a schoolroom in our house and we've been trying to get that situated. So I'm sorry that I'm releasing this late, but tonight we're actually going to talk about, and sorry that I'm fogging up, it's like crazy humid here right now. We're going to be talking about pruning cucumbers. Now this is something I've never done before, and I've never actually pruned cucumbers because I didn't know you were supposed to. And I think that that is like proof that no matter how seasoned you may be in one area, like we're all continuously learning and growing together. I didn't know until Josh sat and put out a video about pruning your cucumbers, and I was like, what? You prune cucumbers? And I'm like, well, it makes total sense, right? And it's much like pruning a tomato, and I'm going to show you guys the process of that. It's really, really simple. Now I'm really behind on pruning these, but I wanted to wait to be able to give you guys a good example. And that way I knew properly how to do them first before I showed you guys how to do it. So by no means am I a pro at this, but this is my tip of the week on pruning your cucumbers for high yield. So let's get started. Alright, so this is the main stem of the plant. You have the leaf that it will produce. You've got the bloom that has then turned into the fruit. You have the tendril, which is way back here if you guys can see. And then you have this, which is like just the extra growth. This is what I would consider the sucker. As you can see, it is in the armpit of the plant. When it's small like this, you can just go through with your finger and pinch it off. But if you don't pinch this off, then it will turn into a whole nother plant. Here's another example. My fruit is actually fallen off, but here's the main stem, here's the leaf, here's the tendril, here's where the fruit would have been, and here's this extra growth. So I'm going to just pinch that right off. As they get bigger, you can take just scissors or pruners and clip them off. But I'm going to go through and I'm going to do this to my entire plant, because one, it's going to add, some of mine are really big, like some of mine have turned into these huge suckers, and it's going to add better airflow for my plant. Something that you deal with cucumbers in particular is like powdery mildew. So I'm hoping by just cleaning up this plant, allowing more airflow, I will not be having to deal with any diseases like that. And then all that energy that my plant is putting towards that sucker or that overgrowth, it's now just going to be able to push right back into my cucumbers. Now I planted all my cucumbers late, but I'm still just not having the cucumbers that I had last year. The ones that I planted over here are finally starting to come up, and I just really want the plant to spend all of its time producing fruit and not producing suckers. So that is my quick little tip on pruning cucumbers. I hope you guys will get out in the garden and try it for yourself and see what you think. But thanks for hanging out with me. I'll talk to you soon.